Yo, what is up, guys? It's Darius, your friendly neighborhood fisherman, and today we're back for Fly Friday number 3, I think. So, what I'm going to be tying today is just another bass fly. I don't really have a plan for this one. I mean, kind of. I've got some flashy chenille here. That's the exact fluorescent green cactus chenille. I guess that's what it's called, cactus chenille. And I've got some zonker strip. So it's going to be some Chartreuse fly thing. I think that's what I'm going to be using on a count. It's not really a cone head, but it's a bead head. Let's see, a nickel something bead head. We just have some whatever it's called. I don't really pay attention on a hook. The Mustad size 6 streamer hook. Just put it on like you would any bead. And I'm going to be using the gray thread because that's what was on there. So, of course, I'm just thread it. So one unique thing I'm going to be doing with this fly, which is used, not many flies, but it is occasionally a technique that is used, is instead of going from back to front, you go front to back. This is used mainly with flies that have a wing casing or something that goes over front to back. And yeah, that's what we're going to be using with the zonker strip. So we're going to lay this zonker strip, just kind of pinch it around there, pushing it up, trying to, inside the bead there's like a little concave area, just trying to get that right in there, kind of to hold the bead. Actually, wrap it, pinch it a little bit, and then unwrap to try to make it where I can push this farther up into there, kind of, so it kind of locks the bead in better. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. Try this. It's a little difficult to get it setting just right because it won't slide with the threads, which is good. Okay, I think that'll be as good as I can get it. I want to make sure it's sitting on top of this for now. So that is it. So I'm actually going to pull this forward and wrap the chenille over the back and then pull it forward. I'm not sure if I think I'll keep it like this. I wasn't sure if I want to. Might as well. Let's try it. You know what? Let's try it. I'm going to put a little bit of this cactus chenille in the front to try and hold the bead forward because it is a little loose right now. I know in some cases they will use like what is it? Brain fart right now. What's the word? Lead, like lead wire to wrap around there and push up into there, and it will cinch it in and hold it there. So we've got that like that. We'll tough of that in the front. So now we're going to pull it forward. Actually, that's not really working. How that'll work like? Just keep it falling over the front. Bring my thread to the back. And that is where we will tie in this next part of cactus chenille. And then we will take my thread to the back, where I will tie off the chenille and tie over the zonker. So now we'll start wrapping. One thing that I used to do a lot when tying these type of bass flies is I would use too many materials, and in many cases, when tying flies, less is more. I tied many flies where the hook was impeded, so I could not hook any fish, which those flies are now useless, so I just have them, I think, sitting in a few boxes. But yeah, so that's one thing I've learned to not do, is not put as much material on there. So there we go. Put the cactus chenille on, and now we will fold this back over. Kind of trying to figure out where I want to tie it and pull up some of the fibers there, so they don't get cinched down completely. A few of them will, and that's okay, but I don't want all of them to be held down. I want some action. I want them to be able to flow in the water. There we go. Let's see if I can do this right. There we go. That one little thread down there should not cause too much of an issue. There we go. Now I can finish it off. I didn't want to wrap forward, so I just made one big leap. Didn't want to hold anything down. That might come back to bite me, but it should be good if I just add a little bit of head cement to that little place in the back. So there we go. Finished off. Of course, I'm not going to keep it looking like a giant eel. I'm going to fold the back like that, because I want the tail to be about the length of the head or body for hooking up purposes. So to cut this stuff, you don't want to just go in and cut the whole thing, because then you cut some fibers and then it's messed up. So I just slide the scissors right underneath the leather part, trying to get, and then you just snip it. And yeah, I cut a few, but that's a lot less than I would have cut. And then we'll just, time to use some head cement. I'm not really going to put some in the front, because it kind of does make it look not as good. So I'm just going to fold that back, and then put a little drop. And that'll do it for this fly. Honestly, bass flies are pretty fun and easy to make, because bass hit almost anything, as long as you make it kind of realistic, kind of good action like that. That's a good minnow imitation in a color that bass do hit quite often, especially around here. So yeah, I don't know what to call it, but yeah, that'll do it. This little bass fly. So yeah, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe. Maybe if you guys want to try this out, yeah, let me know if it works. Go in comments. Give me any suggestions for flies that you want me to tie. I'm not really sure what to do, what people want to see, so I'm just tying what I'm starting to use more often. I think I might start getting into a couple more dry flies for trout, stuff like that. So yeah, me to you, tight lines, peace.